Good morning. Got up this morning, threw the bike in the van, and drove about an hour to the Withlacoochee River Park, which is just east of Dade City. And then I'm going to make my way over to the Green Swamp and do some gravel riding through the Green Swamp area. Looks like they had some storms out here last night. I was driving through here, I had to go down a dirt road, and there was a lot of puddles and stuff, and we've been in a drought lately, so they must have got some heavy rain last night here. See a lot of vegetation and stuff on the roads too, so it'll be interesting to see what the gravel roads are like going through Green Swamp after they got some heavy rain here. Yeah, it's about an hour drive from where I live. It's real cloudy out. There's a light drizzle in the air. Drizzle's supposed to stop pretty soon, but then they're calling for heavy rain and thunderstorms this afternoon, so probably just ride long enough to get a few miles in and then call it a day. Don't want to get caught out here during any storms. Okay, well, I'll record some more once I get into the Green Swamp area. Okay, so I just left the park and now I'm crossing over this bridge going into the Green Swamp West Tract. So from where I park in the Withlacoochee River Park, I parked by the restrooms and the playground in that parking lot. It took me about just a hair over a mile to get to that bridge and get into the Green Swamp West Tract. So it's not far. So just entering the West Tract now. Yeah, I'll just go explore out here. Yeah, last time, I've only been out here once before, and that was back in March. And most of this was all locked down because they had designated hunting days going on. And I guess during those designated hunting days, the only people that are out here are just the hunters and their hunting parties. And they really lock this place down. So if you do come out here to ride, just make sure you check their hunting dates so you don't show up on one of their hunting dates. I know from most of March and most of April they are locked down for hunting days, so probably want to avoid coming here during that time period. Okay, I'll record some more later. Yeah, so far what these roads have been are kind of like hard packed limestone gravel roads. If you've ever gone and ridden at Cary State Forest west of Jacksonville, or you've done the Lake Apopka Trail, it's similar to that, in that you've got some good hard pack roads. I did pass a lot of debris on the road just a little while ago from the storm that passed through here. It's all kinds of tree branches and vegetation, and well, I went through an area that had a lot of tree cover. So just out here exploring, checking things out. Probably come back on another day when it's a little nicer weather. It's drizzling right now. So I'll record some more later in the ride. Okay, still pedaling through the western track of Green Swamp. Still drizzling out. And just out here exploring, not really riding any particular route. It's drizzling just hard enough where I had to turn, where I had to lock my touch screen on my Garmin because the raindrops were causing my Garmin to go a little screwy. Hoping this rain breaks for a little bit. I checked the radar and it looked like there was going to be a break in the clouds until the bad storms moved in this afternoon. But you never know. Could stay drizzly like this until the storms move in. At least the drizzle has kind of cooled things down. Yeah, I'll record some more in a little bit. Just had to make a quick stop. Raindrops are starting to pick up a little bit, so I pulled out my rain cover and put it on the bag I got on the top rack. And my Bontrager clip-on bag has a built-in rain fly that is strapped to it, and it's stored in the outer front pocket. So I just had to whip that out real quick and throw it over the bag. I think the bag itself is like water resistant, but if you get in a heavy rain or prolonged period of rain, it's probably best to put that rain fly on there. Protect what you got inside of that bag. So did that real quick. I'm just over 6.5 miles into the ride, and I'm still on this main road. I'm hoping this main road just loops around the western track. But if it dead ends somewhere, I can just turn around and go back to where I came from. Now the rain seems like it's letting up a little bit, so hopefully that was just a short, brief uptick in the rain, and it's getting ready to move through. I'll record again some later on. So I'm on the main track, and right here it's locked and fenced, so I'm going to turn around and head back to where I came. I'll just stay on this road, go back to the campground. I'm at just over 8 miles. So, but right now, unless I want to lift my bike over here, and then I don't know what's on the other side. And I really don't want to find out in case a storm blows in. So I think I'll just turn around at this point and head back, and maybe if the rain stops altogether, I'll explore. I saw some shoot-off roads off this main road. Maybe I'll explore some of those and see what they're like for the next time I come back. But now I'm just going to turn around and head back to where I came from. Okay, so I'm at this triangle intersection right here. If I went to the left, that would take me back to where I came from. So I'm going to go to the right and just scout this out and see what's down this way. And then I can turn around, go back to that intersection, head back to the Western Tract entrance where I first came in. Right now I'm just almost 11 and a half miles since I started. So I haven't been on this road yet. Seems similar to the one that I just came off of. I know I said earlier it's mostly hard packed, like a limestone gravel, but I have hit short sections, like 10-foot, 15-foot sections, where this top layer of hard packed limestone is weathered away, and then you'll hit a short sand patch. But because of all the rain that they just got here, that sand is all packed down, but I can still feel it when I hit it, because it feels like it sucks all the speed right out of you. But it's not like hitting loose dry sand because it's all packed. But yeah, for the most part, this is like hard packed limestone gravel roads that I've seen in other places in Florida, and just in places where that top pack has got eroded, you end up hitting some deep sand for a very short stretch. Okay, I'll video some more later on in the ride. So I'm still in the Western Tract of the Green Swamp Wilderness area. Yeah, when the storm blew through, knocked this tree down. Over 13 miles into the ride, and the rain now has stopped. So I think I got about another 2 hours, according to the weather, before the next band of storms blow through. So still a little bit more riding, and then head back and probably call it an earlier day than I was initially planning on. Okay, I'll record some more as I get further along on the ride. So I'm 16 and a half miles in, and this road all of a sudden is starting to look like it's less and less traveled. There was a turnoff back just a little while ago, so I may turn around and go back to that. See what this is up here. Yeah, this looks like it ends, so okay, we know where this goes now, so now I'll just turn around and head back to where I came from. So I started pedaling back, and this road, as I was heading from that triangle intersection, it kept pedaling straight out. This road was off to my left. I passed it, and I saw cyclists' tire tracks up until I passed this road. Then when I kept on that road where it just dead ended, I came back here, figured I'd try this turnoff and see where this goes. If this goes to another dead end, then I can just go back to that road I was on, go back to the triangle intersection, then head from there back to the main camp entrance. But I'm seeing that other cyclist tire tracks from this morning on this road, so maybe this road loops you around to back towards the camp. So I'll pedal on this for a little while and see how this works out. See, right now I'm at just over 18 miles for the day. Okay, I'll record some more later on. Okay, 20 and a half miles. I'm still on this B trail, or this alternate trail that I jumped on. And for the first couple miles of this, it was just sand. I mean, it's not, if it hadn't rained so much here last night and this morning, and I just started on that trail, I'd immediately turned around and head back to that other trail, because it was just, even with all the rain that packed that sand down, I could tell I was getting a workout going through it. It was just sucking my tires down into it. Now it's gotten back to being more of a like hard pack limestone on this trail, but it's kind of chewed up and roughed up. It's bouncing around quite a bit. But yeah, hopefully this will lead back out to a more improved trail soon. But I just keep plugging away. Definitely getting a workout even though I'm not going fast. I'll record some more in a little bit. Hey, I'm coming to the end of that B route. It's called Cedar Pocket, the sign says. I know where I'm at. I take a right here, and this will take me back to the main camp entrance that I came through this morning. Right now I'm at 23 and a half miles. So I'll get a decent ride in today. Won't be real long or anything, but that last road trail that I was on, that gave me a workout. It had a lot of sand sections, a lot of rough sections. And even though I wasn't going that fast, I could tell I was having to work for it a little bit. Now I'm back on this smoother road. And I'll just stay on this till I get back to where I initially entered the Green Swamp Western Wilderness Preserve Tract, or whatever it's called. Then I'll head back to the Withlacoochee River Park, where I left my van, and just load up and drive home. So yeah, this is a nice riding out here. I'd come back here again, definitely. What I need to do is find out, do some more recons, check out some more maps, and see if there's other ways to get from the western track to the eastern track and back, and then ride both tracks next time. Okay, I'll record some more towards the end of the ride. Yeah, you can see some more debris from the storm that blew through here. just left the western tract of the Green Swamp Preserve, crossing back over this bridge now to go back to the Withlacoochee River Park. So just right now, just over 25 miles. Stopped there at the entrance, put my bike up against the billboard sign and took a picture of it. Then also took a rag and cleaned my GoPro. The lens of my GoPro is filthy, so I have no idea what my videos are going to look like of that thing. But it had spider webs all over the lens and debris, and because it's so wet and nasty out. Coming up to the park entrance right up here to the left. Very convenient that you can park your vehicle at this Withlacoochee River Park and then just bike a real short distance over to Green Swamp. And get some gravel riding in. So the day was cut short because of the weather. I'm not going to chance it and get stuck out there in a thunderstorm. And I got some that are rolling in pretty soon. So I'm, by the time I get back to the van, I'll have probably 26 miles. Hey, good enough for today. Also, where you first go through that entrance into Green Swamp where their billboard is, they do have maps. So I picked up a map on the way out, put it in my backpack, my top back bag, and I'll look at that when I get home to get a better idea of how many different trails they have and how they connect, and that way I'll be a little better prepared when I come back next time. Got a good idea of some of the trails back there and how they're made up. So overall, yeah, good fun day. No issues with the Trek checkpoint. Worked really well. Very comfortable bike. No regrets about getting this thing. Glad I picked it up. Enjoy riding it, and look forward to do some more multi-day trips in the future on this thing. But this will wrap things up, and I'll do another video on one of my other rides. For now, that's it. Bye.